So, I wanted to give my thoughts on the fact that YouTube has decided to remove the dislike button. Now, obviously, they're still working on it because you, as a content user, can still see the dislikes and the dislike button and the like button, basically the thumbs up, thumbs down, if you will. And obviously, it still works. But, YouTube obviously is on the verge of changing all that by taking out the dislike option. Now, there's a reason for it, apparently, corporate wise and otherwise. But when I hear something like this, what I would say is honestly, I think it's a big PR move. And, you know, the reason I say it's a big PR move is not for the fact that it makes them look good in front of the corporate partners that utilize YouTube, like YouTube TV, YouTube Music, and all that, YouTube Movies, Premium, whatever the case may be. It's not. It's not because of just that. At you in the long run, it's not just because of that. I mean, it is mostly at times that, but it's not really. What it is when I say it's a PR move is the fact that it's to make them look good in front of everybody. In other words, it's their way of saying, hey, look, we're listening to you. We hear you as content creators, as partners, as regular users, as monetize, as people that monetize, make money off their channel, and those that don't. It's like it's their way of basically making themselves look better by saying, hey, look, now we're taking away the option that basically allows people to degrade your video. Now, again, like I said, is it a PR move basically for them mostly to make themselves look good in front of, let's say, corporate partners like movie studios and music labels and television networks, because sometimes with they'll upload trailer wise or even free episode wise or free music wise, people will sometimes downvote and dislike and all that. Yeah, it's again, it is mostly that, there's no doubt. But like I said, on top of that, it's to make themselves look good in front of everybody else, because they realize that if they just do it for those people, for the studios, for the labels, for the television networks and all that, they realize that they do it just for them and nobody else, it's going to make them look bad. So, as a major PR move, they realize that the best way to, get around that, or to, make everybody, kind of, acknowledge what they're doing as possibly a good move, is to allow everybody else that option as well, so that everybody that may do a video, like I've had a lot of videos that get a lot of downvotes, at times a lot of dislikes. Now I don't have to worry about that. And others out there, like, AVGN, Nostalgia Critic, Irate Gamer, all of them, just Alex, JD, all of them, there's obviously they get downlikes as well, they get dislikes as well, but now they don't have to worry about that as much. I mean, yeah, they still have, like I say, the thumbs up and the thumbs down, and it's, in a sense, technically still there. But over time, they're working on it, like I said, to basically make it to where it's only a thumbs up, a like, if you will. And if you don't thumb it up, then that means you just don't like it, So my thoughts on it is, honestly, I think it's okay. I'll put it this way, I think it's an okay PR move on their part, because again, they realize if they're going to make themselves look good in the eyes of a lot of folks, that one of the ways they have to do it is to do what, in my opinion, they were initially probably just going to do for the big corporate partners like movie studios, music labels, gaming studios, television networks, and all that. They have to also do it for everybody else, for the regular content creators, the ones that make money off the channels, the ones that don't make money off the channels, stuff like that. They have to do it for everybody to make themselves look good, because if they only do it for one side, it makes themselves look, not so good. It doesn't put them in a good spotlight, if you catch my drift. So honestly, I think it's an okay PR move on their part. There are some that actually are kind of leaning towards, giving a thumbs up to YouTube for doing this and all that, because they feel, hey, this is going to better everybody, and I do agree. But like I said, I think it's just overall a PR move to make themselves really look good, which is a good thing. In a business, you got to make yourself look good, there's no doubt. But I think it's a big PR move overall for them, so that they look good, not just in front of the corporate partners who I believe they initially were going to just do this for only. And by doing it for everybody, it puts them in a great spotlight. It puts them in a positive light, if you will, despite some of the pros and cons are still going through as they're reorganizing and fixing up and upgrading and trying to improve on YouTube and all that. But overall, I think it's an okay PR move. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Because basically if you don't want to thumb up it or like the video, then that means you just don't care about it. That's it. You don't have to do nothing. So overall, I'm all right with it. And let's see if YouTube and Google can keep this going, or keep this, like I said, keep this going for a while. And if they decide, hey, we're going to bring the dislike button back, maybe it's because they feel, it's unfair to those that feel like their opinions are being shut down and everything. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on YouTube removing the dislike option, the thumbs down, whatever, working on it, if you will? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me that mainly it was probably initially just going to be for the corporate partners, and then they decided to make themselves look better because they knew the regular content creators and all that would be on them, that they decided to also incorporate everybody else with this option? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments, as well as in the live chat during the premiere. Like the video. Check me out at BW Roses on check me out at BW Roses on VENMO. Check me out at BW Roses discussions on all your favorite audio podcast locations except for Pandora. Check me out at patreon.com/BW Roses. Also, check me out at my Teespring store, and check me out at Venmo if you want to help donate there. But what are your thoughts? How do you feel about this change by YouTube and Google? And I am out.